I never thought this would be the way I'd find out. Those texts were a blow to my heart, and now I'm left wondering how to heal from the betrayal that has rocked the very foundation of our relationship. The love I thought we had feels like it's slipping away with each passing moment. Finding those texts has left me questioning everything: what I believed, what I thought was real, and whether we ever truly had something genuine. The pain of betrayal isn't just about the actions you took, it's about the feelings of being left behind. Finding those texts made me feel invisible, like I wasn't enough, and now I'm struggling to understand where I went wrong. I keep replaying the moment I found those texts over and over in my head. The hurt is almost unbearable, and now I'm left to pick up the pieces of my broken heart and try to figure out how to move forward without the trust we once had. Those texts didn't just break my heart, they shattered my belief in the love we shared. Now, I'm struggling to come to terms with the fact that the person I loved may have never truly loved me in the same way. The discovery of those messages has left me in a state of disbelief. How could the person I trusted with everything betray me so easily? Now, I'm left to piece together the fragments of a love that feels more like a lie. I don't know how to move past this. The texts showed me a side of you that I wasn't prepared to see, and now I'm lost in a sea of emotions I can't even begin to understand. All I know is that my heart is broken. I thought we were building something real, but those texts have made me question everything. Now, I'm left wondering how long you've been hiding this from me, and how much of our relationship was built on lies. The betrayal is the hardest part. It's not just the fact that you were talking to someone else, but that I had no idea. Finding those texts has left me feeling like I was living in a fantasy, and now reality is crushing me. I never expected to feel this way: lost, confused, and betrayed. Those texts revealed a side of you I wasn't ready to see, and now I don't know how to move forward with a heart that's been broken in ways I never imagined. How do you rebuild trust when it feels like it's been broken beyond repair? Those texts have left me questioning everything, and now I'm trying to find a way to heal from the pain you've caused. I didn't deserve to find out this way. The hurt from seeing those texts is something I'll never forget, and now I'm left wondering if I'll ever be able to trust anyone again. The hardest part isn't just the betrayal. It's the realization that I gave my heart to someone who didn't value it the way I did. Those texts have left me with a broken heart and a mind full of doubts. The love we had feels like it's slipping through my fingers. I never imagined that discovering those texts would change everything, but now I'm left to rebuild my life from the wreckage of what we once had. I keep wondering if this is the end of us. Finding those texts has made me question everything, and now I don't know if I can ever look at you the same way again. The feeling of betrayal is suffocating. Those texts weren't just messages, they were a painful reminder that the person I loved was hiding something from me. Now I'm lost in a sea of emotions I can't seem to escape. It's hard to trust anyone again when the person you trusted the most has let you down in the worst way. Those texts have shattered my heart, and I don't know how to pick up the pieces. Every time I close my eyes, I see those messages. It's like a wound that won't heal, and I'm left trying to make sense of a love that was never as real as I thought it was. The pain from finding those texts is something I wouldn't wish on anyone. It's a constant ache that makes it hard to breathe, and now I'm left trying to figure out where to go from here. I feel like everything I knew about love is now tainted by the discovery of those texts. It's hard to look at you the same way, and even harder to trust that anything we had was ever real. The hardest part is feeling like I wasn't enough. Those texts have left me questioning my worth, and I don't know how to rebuild my self-esteem after such a betrayal. I keep asking myself if I should have seen it coming, but the truth is, I never thought I had to question your loyalty. Those texts have made me realize how wrong I was to trust you so completely. It's not just the words in those messages that hurt. It's the fact that I was blind to what was happening behind my back. The betrayal cuts deeper than I can express, and I'm struggling to find a way to heal. I never thought I'd be in this position, standing here with a broken heart and shattered trust. Those texts have left me questioning everything I thought I knew about love. I thought I was the only one who held your heart, but discovering those texts shattered everything. Now my thoughts are clouded with confusion and hurt. The love I once thought was unbreakable now feels fragile, like it was all a lie. The pain of finding those messages between you and someone else feels like a betrayal that cuts deeper than any wound I've known. It's hard to process that the person I trusted the most might not have trusted me enough to be honest. I never imagined that the person I loved could hurt me in such a way. Those texts were like a window into a world I wasn't even aware of. And now my mind is racing with questions I don't want to ask, but can't stop myself from asking. Finding those words exchanged between you and someone else felt like a slap to the face. I can't help but wonder how long this has been going on. how much of our time together was a lie, and how I missed all the signs. It's hard to know where to go from here. The trust that we built over time now feels like sand slipping through my fingers. How do I move forward knowing that something so painful exists in the space where love once thrived? The texts were just the beginning. Now, every memory I have of us feels tainted by the thought that I wasn't the only one you were sharing your heart with. The weight of it all is suffocating, and I'm struggling to breathe through the pain. I thought we were building something beautiful, but now it feels like everything we had was built on a lie. Finding those texts was like discovering a hidden truth that I wasn't ready to face. And now my heart aches in a way I didn't know was possible. In an instant, everything changed. The person I loved is now someone I don't recognize. The texts were a reflection of a reality I didn't know existed, and now I'm left to pick up the pieces of a broken heart and shattered trust. I never thought I'd be here, questioning everything we built. Finding those texts was like stepping into a nightmare where the person I trusted the most betrayed me in the worst way. Now, I'm left to wonder if I'll ever be able to trust again. The hurt from seeing those messages is overwhelming. Every time I close my eyes, I see the words that weren't meant for me. The love I thought we shared now feels like an illusion, and I'm struggling to figure out who I really am in the aftermath. Those texts weren't just words, they were a betrayal. And now I'm left to grapple with the painful truth that the person I gave my heart to didn't have the same loyalty to me. It's like living in a broken dream where nothing feels real anymore. I never imagined that our relationship could be overshadowed by something so painful. Those texts with someone else have left me feeling hollow, like a part of me has been ripped away and replaced with doubt and insecurity. The trust we had is gone, and with it, so is the love I thought we shared. Finding those texts felt like a door slamming shut on everything I believed was true, and now I'm standing in the dark, wondering how I got here. It's hard to process the reality that you weren't as committed as I thought. Those texts opened my eyes to a world I didn't want to see, and now I'm struggling to reconcile the love I felt with the betrayal I've discovered. Every word in those messages feels like a reminder that I wasn't enough. The pain of seeing you with someone else cuts deeper than I ever expected. And now my heart is broken, shattered, and unsure of what comes next. Finding those texts has made me question everything: our relationship, my worth, and what love even means. I thought we were something real, but now I'm left to pick up the pieces of my broken heart and a shattered trust. The feeling of betrayal is unlike anything I've ever known. Those texts showed me a side of you I didn't even know existed, and now my mind is filled with doubts and insecurities that I can't shake. What hurts the most isn't the fact that you were talking to someone else. It's that I never saw it coming. I thought we had something special, but now I'm left with the painful realization that I was just another chapter in a story I didn't even know you were writing. The weight of those texts is something I can't escape. Every time I think of you, I see the words you exchanged with someone else, and it feels like the love we had has been tainted by a truth I wasn't prepared to face. I keep asking myself how long this has been going on. How long was I blind to the reality of what was happening behind my back? Those texts are now a constant reminder that trust can be broken in an instant. It's hard to believe that something so simple as a few messages could shatter everything we built together. But now, every moment we shared feels like a lie, and I don't know how to piece my heart back together.